Hi Pisces, it is Ray. Welcome back to my channel. Maybe the hair. I am here with your September 2025 monthly reading. I hope all is well. Today is Monday, September 1st, 2025. It is Labor Day in America. Okay, maybe I could have did my hair, but I chose to start the September reading, so just bear with me. When it gets to this stage, it does what it wants to do. It stays in the position it wants to stay in. It's whatever. Free flow. The energy coming up for you in regards to September is very interesting. You saw how my eyes did that squinting. Okay. Let's burn some sage. Let's pray. Okay, that's lit. Pisces. Let's cleanse away August, invite in September. Ooh, yes. I feel like you need to do a smoke cleanse in your home, energy, hair. Let's pray. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Pisces placements on their September 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, and clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led and divinely connected. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine protection, gratitude, Ashe. Interesting, I mentioned divinely connected because that's not a part of my original prayer, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. So there are divine connections coming into play. Now, I need to see if this is someone's title, but you could be concerned about what people know about you. You could be concerned about your reputation, the impression. You could be concerned about first impressions. There could be a first impression moment happening for you in September, and you could really be judging yourself after the encounter about that, or you could feel judged by someone else in regards to that. But let me just see. I feel like the reputation, first impression energy is connected to Virgo, but let me see if there's a title. Yeah, ooh, yes, it was a Virgo reading. Would you look at that? It was their March 2025 reading. Abundance is in my hand, so it could be in regards to, ooh, that was cute. Hey, girl. But it could be in regards to business, to work. You could be interviewing, something of that nature. But hold on. And this was 111. Okay, so you could definitely be seeing 111. I recorded this March 8th. Isn't that Pisces? Yeah, that's Pisces season. And Virgo is your opposite. So your reputation is a discussion topic. I'll share on the community tab for you. Pisces placements, September 2025. Okay. It's posted for you to watch at your own discretion. Okay. If you have a brother-in-law, they could be significant as well. 444. But is there anything else before we get into the cards? 4:54 on the timer, 4:54 p.m. Let's get started. All right, what is the theme for Pisces in September 2025? Also, there is this message of, oh, thank you, Spirit. There is, your ancestors are making it very clear the offerings that they want and the offerings that they don't want, okay? Also, as a side note, when it comes to abundance, if it's not in regards to business and that judgment, you could be going on a date, you could start dating, I don't know, there's something that, yeah, you're very worried about, and you could think there's a negative effect. Also, expect a lot of random communication, unexpected communication. You could be like, when I say random, like, where the fuck did this come from? 555 on the timer, 4:55 p.m. So yeah, there's a lot of random communication coming towards you. Theme for Pisces in September, please. Thank you. Oh, you have Voyage, 609. And then on the bottom, you have Focus. So you are focused on going somewhere, getting somewhere, achieving something. For some of you, being known for something. You could be concerned if Spirit is pleased as well for some of you as far as that judgment. But going back to, in the prayer, we added 456. We added divinely connected. So there's a lot of divinity. I feel like that's going to be your title for September, divinity. Damn, you have the prayer. We'll keep these. The King and the Hunter. Hold on. I gotta check one more thing. Okay, we're good. Okay, so again, you have the prayer, the King, and the Hunter. Someone's car alarm is going off. Whatever you are stepping into, a part of in September, there's something significant about December in regards to this September. I love that. You have the underworld in reverse. That is positive as fuck, okay? Again, divinity is a theme. That's chaotic as hell. And they all fell on top of the underworld, though. Pisces. The heart and the bridge fell on top of the underworld in reverse, but we're going to keep it that way. Anything else for Pisces? Dead end. The thread. I'm seeing a dead end road. Having to do a U-turn. I feel like this is connected to that random communication. Yeah, gnosis. Hell yeah. Okay. I feel like with this thread and dead end, you've been trying to get yourself out of a certain situation. What this situation is, I don't know. It could be a feeling. It could be material. It's like you're trying to climb up. It's giving climb up out of the gutter in regards to something, but you keep hitting a dead end and you keep having to be rerouted. But again, I'm seeing like a literal dead end, like a cul-de-sac, and in order to get out, you have to turn around and go back the way that you came in. Like you have to leave the way that you came in, type of energy. Now, you have prayer here, the King and the Hunter. So it's kind of like your determination is going to meet your efforts. That's what I'm getting. And the way this hand is coming out of the prayer, it's giving the energy of refuge, like refuge is coming. Now you have the bridge here with the heart on top of the underworld in reverse, okay? So the underworld in reverse is extremely positive. It's kind of like the energy of like where you're drowning or sinking. I mean, you're Pisces, your water energy, but coming up to surface for breath, you know, thinking that the waters are too turbulent for you to withstand, but then you're able to withstand those waters. But also, as I mentioned, you know, divine connection, okay? Something is, feels like a revival type of energy for sure. But again, your theme is voyage and is connected to hunter. So I do feel like there, again, I do feel like there's something hella specific that you're focused on achieving. And I do feel like that opportunity, that prayer is being answered for you to achieve, but you're very concerned about the impression that you make. It's not, you know, how more people would more so stress before the fact. Again, your stress is the after effect. Now, when it comes to like interviewing for something, of course, you know, you'll be stressed before and after, because what is the result? But it's like the confidence that you have in the beginning is not the confidence that you have when you leave. Like there's a shift in real time, because there's a shift in energies with these cards. But then I hear, who is that? Nikki, you see right through me, that song. So even if it feels like, you know, even if you think that you don't come off as your best self, I do feel like whoever is in the position to make the judgment call, like they're able to see past that, through that. Like it's not going to have the negative effect that you think it's going to have. Because you may feel like with this thread and dead end, like, damn, I fucked up. I could have did better, this and there. And then trying to figure out how you're going to clean up. But then again, the energy of your reputation, I don't know. I do feel like there's unexpected help coming as well. But with this king and the hunter, it feels like you're about to make a power play of some sort. Or you're being guided to make a power play, since your theme is voyage. It's like the energy of saying a prayer and then God gives you the prayer to answer for yourself. So it's you. You are the answer, basically. You could definitely be concerned about stability, or things could start off, I don't know, it's kind of like something unexpected starts to rock the boat in a sense. But it's like wherever you are shaken, you will have assistance to stabilize, basically. Because the heart is in it. There could also be like a 90-day, you could be doing a 90-day fast detox. I don't know. There's something about 90 days here. Or 3 months in doing something. Some type of journey that's going to lead to an answered prayer as well. You may be, and with the thread and the dead end, you may feel like you're failing at something when you're truly thriving at something as well. And with the hunter, you may be very unaware of the progress, because thread and dead end is seeming like, you know, you're barely hanging on, you're not getting anywhere. You may feel like you're about to get knocked off, but with the king and the heart and the prayer and the bridge and the underworld in reverse with the hunter, nah, bruh. That's what it's giving. It's just giving a nah, bruh. Nah, sis. No worries. Also, you or someone close to you, they could get pregnant around this time every year. I don't know. When I touched my stomach, I thought of that. It's not me, okay? I don't have no kids, but yeah. We didn't even clarify that. That's interesting. The card's already in the deck. All right, Pisces. The bridge came back out, so we'll clarify that. Hold on. Are they still here? No. Okay, we're gonna work with what we have. So what we still have here is the bridge, the prayer, and the thread. Let's see. How about some of my music? Please don't stop the music. Namaste, Mama-san. Excuse me. Ooh, Buddha. We're gonna stick to it. Hold on. Did I just turn the TV off? I think I did. Where the TV is glitching. I don't know. All right, Pisces. Let me just turn it off and turn it back on. Your energy. Clarify the bridge, please, for Pisces. Just one, please. The bridge for Pisces. Thank you. The prayer for Pisces. Thank you. And the thread for... You have a lot of sevens here. Damn. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Anything else? This is not... What is on my screen? Hold on. Yes. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay, so you have, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, clarifying the bridge. Okay, you have the Seven of Cups upright, clarifying the thread. Okay, and then clarifying the prayer, baby, is the Devil and Temperance. The Devil and Temperance. This is heaven versus hell, light versus dark. Flesh versus the spirit, the ego versus humility, you know, however it relates to you. But this is the side of good of something and the side of bad in regards to something. And with this being surrounded by sevens, there's temptation here for sure. Okay, and the devil does represent temptation, temptation of your weaknesses. You know, especially even where you are strong, you will be tested to see, are you truly strong or are you weak in some area? Now, sevens do connect to the crown chakra, and the crown chakra is about, you know, following your the higher guidance, your wisdom, you know. But these sevens, honey, this Seven of Cups upright is confusion, honey. This is being tempted by temptation. All right, and Seven of Wands in reverse is a lack of protection. And so this is saying be mindful of the help that you accept. That, ooh. Because you may not know what will come with a cost. You know, someone may think that is innocent. Okay, it is of divinity. And again, there is a theme of divinity throughout your reading, especially with Temperance being here. But at the same time, there's a cost to something. It's just like, you know, the saying that nothing is truly free, and that's a fact. The cost comes from somewhere, okay? When it comes to this material world, let me be clear, okay? And sometimes when it comes to spirituality, the cost is a sacrifice that needs to be made, whether it's a bad habit, it's a person, it's a thought, you know, sacrifice. So yeah, the devil would be what needs to be sacrificed for you to be of enlightenment. But again, this energy does represent resurrection as well. So I don't know, but the mentor is looking at me. So I feel like you're going to get some very good advice about something, or there's someone that could give you very good advice. It's like someone can give you some badass advice with the Devil, or someone can give you some positive advice that will save your life with the Temperance. And with the prayer, I feel like, honey, you need to call on the desired outcome that you want to have the right person show up. All right, let's clean this up. Damn. You could be aware that someone's not being fully honest with you too. I feel like Spirit is revealing this through a knowing. It's giving the word, hold on, keen, K-E-E-N. Let me look it up. Highly developed. No. Hold on. Someone who is intellectually bright. That, yeah, that sharpness, that intellect, like you just know. It's a knowing though. It says, in biblical context, keenness often relates to wisdom, understanding, and the fervent pursuit of God's will. So, yeah. All right, what else is going on with Pisces in September? That was a crazy-ass shuffle. Your lungs could be significant. I don't know. Maybe you should work with mullein leaf. But there's something about the lungs, especially if you have a masculine energy, something about lungs and your breathing. Like, I'm breathing heavy as fuck in your reading. Like, what the hell? Can you breathe? The fuck? What's your lungs? I just hear health is wealth. Health is wealth. But then I hear a Dusty shout. Can you keep up, baby boy? Let me lose my breath. Okay, let's pull these cards, Pisces. Six of Cups in reverse. You know what this inner... It's not funny. You're getting a lot of sevens, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let me tell you. A lot of you, let me tell you why I was laughing. Yeah, you have 10, 10. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. But then underneath the 10 of Cups is your energy in reverse. So the first card... the first card you had is the 6 of Cups in reverse. And then you have the 7 of Swords. And, you know... the download was a chuckle until the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles came out. And it's more so an affirmation for you with the Hanged Man. But basically, it's like, let's just say, you know, you have a father figure, right? Or your father. And it's like, you know, especially if you're a feminine energy, you want no parts of a man that is like that as your partner. Or, you know, even if you're a masculine energy, it's like, I will be the complete opposite. But it's like, you know, dating or going through relationships and experiencing people that are just like, I hear that man. I don't know who says it like that. And it's like, you see, it's all connected. I don't know. Also, some of you could be, I don't know, your sexuality could be in question too. Or you could be stepping outside the box. I'm going to leave that conversation alone. But that's just what I'm getting with that. It's giving, like, just seeing traits and you're like, what the hell? Being very dissatisfied and just, like, being so turned off that you don't even want to entertain. All right, 3 of Pentacles, collaboration. So if there is a collaboration, someone's getting more, there's not equal attention being given, okay? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Someone feels disconnected from a partnership, alienated from a partnership. I don't know, but there's issues there. Someone feels like they're not getting any attention. Now, this could how someone could feel this way about you. You're not giving them the attention. They could be asking what's changed. I feel like this could be connected to random communication as well. Pisces. I keep saying the moon, so something's in the shadows. You have the Devil in reverse, that's positive, but you have the Ten of Wands. Something is not equal. You keep getting 10-10 though. You have the Ten of Swords. So pay attention to the 10-10 portal next month in October. I think that's on a Friday. It's on Venus Day. Yeah. It's going to be a significant day for you too. Personally. For some of you, you could, baby, Rihanna is loud, okay? Yes, Rihanna is a Pisces, but all I'm going to say is the song Unfaithful, okay? Moving on. Because look at this. This is how we start. This is how the reading starts. You see this? Okay? You see the attention. And then this is how the reading of the spread ends. Okay? A lot of lies, a lot of manipulation, a lot of gaslighting. This Friday, September 5th, could be significant too. But something about Fridays, or the restaurant Fridays, could be significant. I keep hearing Riot by 2 Chainz. When is his birthday? Isn't he a Libra? I'ma start a riot, I'ma start a riot. Two cigarettes. Look like extensions. Hold on. I just looked up 2 Chainz wife. I am not trying to look up Keisha Ward, okay? Hold on. What the hell? Oh, his birthday is on the 12th, September 12th. So pay attention to that date. That's on a Friday. I'm trying to something about the Fridays, okay? I don't know. And I'm not talking about the damn movie, okay? You need to pay attention to somebody's whereabouts on Venus Day on Fridays, okay? Between this Friday, the 5th, the 12th, and 10-10. Those are all on Fridays. They have come out, okay? Okay. Anything else for Pisces? Justice, okay? And Justice fell on top of 3 of Pentacles. Somebody is lying and being very manipulative, but it's about to be exposed. I feel sick. I feel nauseous. Oh my God. The High Priestess, okay? You're about to know too. And if you're experiencing this, honey, the level up that's coming, you'll be okay. And I know people be thinking I'm insensitive as fuck, but no deadass, you will. Yeah, you don't know something yet, but you will. All right, let's move on. Do you have anything else? Why is the King of Swords keep falling in my damn lap? If you don't have any of what I just said going on, if you are single, you could be connecting with someone in Aquarius season specifically. 2026, Aquarius season 2026. Damn. Yeah, you just fell out the Hanged Man. I know Aquarius season starts in January, but it could be December. But it's your energy. Winter solstice. Hold on. Okay. Or if the phone is dry right now, you'll definitely have options this winter. From what I'm getting, I know fall and autumn is usually cupping season, but it's definitely giving winter solstice. Motherfuckers is getting cupped, okay? People are outside You got the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups against little old her. So whatever you are disconnecting from right now, especially if you are feminine energy, honey, you got options, babe. And you're still on the bottom, the High Priestess. I'm just saying, your energy is strong. So, and if you are a masculine energy, you got competition. It's one or the other, okay? If you're a feminine Pisces, you got options this winter. Winter 2025 into 2026 is cuffing season. It's not going to be fall, okay? I don't know what the weather's about to be like, but I just see people outside. Okay, I don't know. But if you are a masculine energy and you have someone in eyesight, you have competition, okay? And the High Priestess is still on the bottom. All right, let's move on. Let's move to the Heart deck. Why not? Oh, the Empress and the Emperor. What? Yo. That's crazy how it slid out in my hand as I'm trying to put this deck up. Do you see this? Divinity, baby. I can't make it up. Okay, and the High Priestess is still on 2, 3, 4. Okay. Consultations are coming up. Consultations about what? I don't know. But consultation. You could be consulting someone. Someone could be consulting you. But consultation, again, but it's going back to that advice. You know, you have one advice that will put you in a devil position. Another form of advice that will put you in the temperance position. So it is what it is. Pisces. You could definitely need to detox. There was something I was going to say. Oh, if you are a feminine, and I'm not a doctor, let me just give that disclosure. I'm not a doctor, but intuitively, for some of you, especially if you're a lady, if you struggle with, what's them things called? Yeast infections. There's something with your consumption of white sugar, okay? Specifically. Yeah, that's all. Moving on. But that's what it's connected to. Your consumption of white sugar, intuitively. You have jeweled web connectivity and the prayer. The cards are just, maybe, I don't know, maybe you just need to go back into the prayer. But divine connections, okay? But jeweled web connectivity, if you're seeing spiders, connections are coming into play. Things are being intricately weaved. I'm happy I said that without stuttering. You have root growth, the disowned self in reverse, another 10. Garden of Venus, Venus Day Fridays, or rest and renewal. Let me see, hold on. Okay. I was trying to see if the 25th was on a Friday, but it's not. The 26th is, though. You have lost compass, getting back to integrity in reverse. Okay. Anything else for Pisces? Very interesting. So the only cards you have upright, I mean, I see on the bottom, the farther gate, bold step forward. There's a new opportunity, a door opening for you for sure. Jeweled web connectivity, you may get this experience or opportunity through the connections that you presently have. And that could be, you could be getting this opportunity due to the reputation that you already have as well. But at the same time, you could feel like you are heavy energy on unprepared or not up to task in regards to something. But that's not true. Okay, so I don't. So you have Garden of Venus, rest and renewal, but then you have benefactor, grace and generosity in reverse. I don't like that pair. Okay. So you're not the only sign where the way that self-care is being given to self needs to be examined. But for you, I mean, your opposite is Virgo. So you love to spend that shit. You really do, Pisces. Whether you do it responsibly or not, you like to do it. Okay? And I feel like with grace and generosity being in reverse, it feels like it's connected to spending. Like you're restoring, like you spend a lot of money for peace. Especially if you live alone and things. I mean, yes, self-care, yes, self-care can cost money. But I just hear you're being irresponsible. Like there's a smarter way. There's a more cost-efficient way. And it's like once you find or master the cost-efficient way, whatever the case may be, or someone could give you a wiser, smarter way to do something, like you'll be able to do more than what you've been doing, if that makes sense. But also it's giving me the energy of not knowing how to rest, not knowing how to take a vacation. You know, you may have the time off, but do you ever just sit in the fucking house? Hi, Star Lover. Do you ever just sit in the fucking house and do nothing? You know, people don't take time off for shit like that. I do. I do. That's why I'm be having a PTO now. Because if I need a day, I'm taking a fucking day. The fuck? All right. No cap. It's Labor Day, honey. But Labor Day would be off. Indigenous Peoples Day we work. So I'm going to take my days, okay? And I feel like you're being advised to do the same. Like, it's okay to do nothing. Now, if you've been doing this, I feel like if you're someone, you take days off to do nothing, whatever the case may be. Outside of that energy, your productivity is being highlighted, or I hear the lack thereof specifically. But either way, there's a disconnect that needs to be made, right? No matter which side of the fence that you're on. But there is, if you have felt, you know, lost or unsure, you're definitely you're in the energy of coming back to self, for sure, with obstacles being in reverse, the disowned self being in reverse, and connectivity being upright. But this energy also gives, with great risk comes great reward as well. But also, there's something about your home. So going back to at the beginning, and I was like, you may need to smoke out your home, your hair. Like there needs to be a cleansing. It's specifically a smoke cleanse, okay? There's multiple ways to cleanse, but I am hella specific. It is a smoke cleanse that needs to be done. And it's kind of like with this Garden of Venus, rest and renewal, it's like when you are outside in nature, you know, connecting, grounding, doing your thing, you feel hella good. But it's like when you walk back into your home, the energy shifts. And I feel like this energy shift is a reflection of this grace and generosity in reverse. Something needs to be purged, but through smoke, okay? And that's all the advice I'm going to give, okay? And then if you do this purge, okay, and then you start to feel the same way inside versus outside, especially if you live alone. But if you live with people and you do this shit, like if you do this cleanse and then people are in your home and the same energy starts to pick up, you need to take heed and move around, okay? Move around meaning get the fuck out and don't come back. But yeah, that's me. But that's what I mean. Okay? Okay. Anything else? You have Sky Bridge, possibility for union. And this is going back to the last spread of when the Empress and Emperor came out. So possibility for union, it doesn't have to be a person. Again, there is an opportunity that is coming to you in September. This is connected to who you are connected to, or again, the reputation you already have. It feels like finding comfort within stability in a sense. But just be very mindful of who you take advice from. And I do feel like you may have been receiving good advice from someone, but someone doesn't want to see you. It's like, yeah, people around you want to see you elevate, but it be hella to a certain extent, okay? It'd be like, how dare you surpass and not hold my hand and take me with you, okay? And it's like, bitch, what? But yeah, experiencing life as it comes. Again, going back to the other message with productivity versus unproductivity. And I feel like that's connected to legacy. All right, anything else for Pisces? Ooh, fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. And then, baby, the 26th came out. That's another Friday. It's September. But no, the week of the Virgo new moon, we're about to get into that, because the Virgo new moon starts the week of the 21st. You got the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 26th. There could be a disconnect at that time from someone. I'm getting a disconnect of a friendship specifically, possibly. Or, you know, I don't know, you could go through a massive spiritual shift too. Your belief systems could be changing around this time too. I mean, you do start this current eclipse season next Sunday, so it makes sense. But you have Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain, which is why I say there may be a loss. And then with Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing, this was always destined. And that's 23-5, so that's a change. And then you have 26. 26 is a very karmic number, but gathering around the power community. So it's someone connected to your community. Or it could be a friend. We have reconciliations. There could be a lot of people that, again, back to the random communication, it could be, people could be doing this because they want to reconcile. But with right use of power, I feel like whoever these people are, they have already abused their power with you. And it could be, honey, this could not be you. It could be the tables being turned like a motherfucker, okay? With Fortune's Will and luck and right timing, you know? Just take it how it resonates. But also with the power community gathering around, again, people could now want your help as well. This is a reflection of that too. So you just gotta see how the month unfolds for you. Yeah, preparations come to fruition. 42, and we're 42 minutes in. So that's Mayat energy, 42 laws. We have straddling worlds, wandering between realms in reverse. And then you have the crossing initiation, period. But this is a 9 card too. So I love it. And we're missing the 24. And as I've been advising my collective, there's a huge emphasis on the last 24 months and the shifts within that time frame. But you're missing 24 and you're missing 25. But you have 2023, which was 2 years ago. And then 2026 is here too. Hold on. I don't know why we're talking about years and numbers right now, but yeah. And you have winter's dream, gestation period. I'm telling you, it's something about winter. Anything else? That is all. I don't know. Whatever you may be starting and initiating in September, I just feel like there's something about a 3-month cycle or a 90-day period. Like you're going to be very, very, I'm getting well satisfied in December. That's 3 months after September, October. Yeah, in December. Is the square root of 9 3? Hold on, don't judge me. Hold on. Let me see. Yes, it is. Okay, okay. I'm judging my damn self. But yeah, it's something, honey, mathematics, God bless. Okay, moving on. I know how to add and subtract the money, but no. Yeah. The square root that you'll see. And we're 45 minutes in right now, 9, so. But 4 and 5 is a theme for you too. Maybe you need to go back to April 5th or April and May, I don't know. IDK. But that was when the last, no, I think last eclipse season started in March 3, so yeah. And you start the next one. With that being said, use this deck, no. Let's get into the eclipse. Pisces, full moon, lunar eclipse for Pisces. This is just a sneak peek. I'll be here Saturday for the elements, for the eclipse. But Pisces, full moon, lunar eclipse for Pisces, please. I can smell my potatoes. Can we see dinner? That's all you want to tell me? For Pisces? Okay, no, alright. Can you clarify that then, please? Because I'm going to see what the fuck. Thank you. Alright, we'll take that. Your 4 is in reverse. Very interesting. Virgo, new moon, solar eclipse for Pisces, please. Thank you. You have intention. Very interesting. So it's Libra, Scorpio, and Sag season. Those are the next 3 seasons, right? Libra, Scorpio, Sag, because we're currently in Virgo. Yeah. And Libra season starts on the 22nd as well. So that's when this, yeah, starts. Anywho, but in the meantime, in between time, you have Stuck in the Mud as your full moon energy. Field of Dreams, though. Clarifying it, which is positive. And then the Spirit of Place is in reverse. So I feel like this is connected to whatever energy needs to be purged. When I was talking about something needs to be smoked out, this could be someone that you smoke with as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, someone you do get high as hell with, okay? Y'all blow down, okay? For someone, this could be someone you specifically hotbox with as well. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just trying to help you narrow down who the fuck and what the fuck I'm talking about. But the energy will speak for itself if you do the cleanse. Yeah. With Stuck in the Mud, basically, this lunar eclipse is going to release you from something, okay? You do rule the 12th house, so you know what's hidden and shit in the depths of things and the depths of the oceans and things. But you have 54 again, 5-4, 4-5, baby, encouragement. This Field of Dreams is also connected to community. So there is a separation of some sort, okay? Period. And again, for a lot of you, your belief system could be changing. It's kind of like someone that had no reason to have a reason to have faith, finding a reason to have faith. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Or it's also giving like finding someone that's just so connected to the divine, to the Most High, and being in awe about that relationship and being inspired to do the same. Oh, that is cute. Encouragement. But yeah, whatever the case may be, I just feel like there's a shift out of a stagnant energy, something that may have been haunting you with the elephant and their memory, into something that is wish fulfillment. But this energy is also a reflection of the devil, Stuck in the Mud versus Temperance, Field of Dreams. It's an energetic difference. But something is not, it feels like with this Spirit of Place, something is not of elevation, or you could be someone where you don't have like a safe, sacred space, sacred spot, like an escape. And in September, you could be being asked, especially when we get to the Virgo new moon solar eclipse, to be intentional about finding and creating what is safe and sacred to you. For a lot of you, especially if you live with your partner or some shit, there's a spiritual differentiation. I said that right. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not about to try to say that shit again. But there's a difference, okay? And I feel like that's going to be expanded in the month of September as well, starting with this eclipse. So you can see the disconnect that's keeping you stuck, if that makes sense. But I do feel like, you know, this intention gives, it's giving purity, a brand new start. So we'll get more into it on Saturday, but everything's going to be okay for sure. But 12, your energy, the 12th house, slow and steady. And that could be why they're emphasizing 3 months, 90 days. Like something isn't going to be, like you may not be able to recover from something within a month. Like there's a need to give yourself grace, as I love to say. Yeah, wide open, 42. But something is, time is, like there's a contract that is done as of September. Yeah. All right, what else for Pisces? My neighbors be loud as fuck, okay? But I wonder if I were to move on to the top floor, would I be as loud? I be thinking about shit like that. See, I care. But, I don't know. Anywho. Pisces. Find balance in reverse. Yeah, something is off. Physically and or energetically. But again, going back to the beginning energy, I just keep hearing don't worry about it. Like that first impression energy we were speaking of. Pisces, September. You have moving on. This would basically be the 8 of Cups, walking away. But you definitely won't be forgotten. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you could be leaving a job. For others of you, it's just you're leaving a way of life or leaving someone behind. You have success and growth in reverse. So something is, it's not going to be a quick turnaround again. It's drawn out. For some reason, I feel called to use the timing deck. I'll pull a card from that at the end for you, if I don't forget. Yeah, coming together in reverse. Again, a disconnect. Okay. I'm sorry, it's not funny. But these cards are connected to the heart chakra as well. Moving on and coming together. So it's kind of like the energy of the heart has moved on, but the body has not. And now it's time for the body to align with the heart. Yeah, win or lose. You see, you see the heart in the middle of the sword? I feel like the heart has made its choice. Excuse me, I don't know what that means, but yeah. I mean, I do know what that means, but I don't know how specific that is for you. You have new vitality, a brand new balance beginning. Definitely spiritually balanced. These are aligned, flowing, thriving fucking chakras, okay? That's a chakra system on fleek. Do people still say that? I don't care. Clarity of belief and then embrace, 121. That's my niece's birthday, January 21st, but by January, again, something is from now until December. But do you hear the sirens? You have 1-1 here as well. January 21st. Let me see when Pisces season starts in 2026. Hi, Aline. Hold on. Sun in Pisces. I'm sorry, not Pisces, Aquarius, Lord. Because Pisces starts in February. Aquarius starts in January. Hold on. Sun in Aquarius. Hold on, what did we say? Libra, Scorpio, Sag. Capricorn season is open. Okay, hold on. Sun in Aquarius 2026. So the sun moves into Aquarius on the 20th. And then we have the 21st here. Pisces season starts February 18th, 2026. I feel like these seasons are starting to start earlier every fucking year. Okay? But that's neither here nor there. But in regards to September, though, like, I'm seeing a garden being knocked down just so it can be rebuilt. But even with this success and growth, and you see how this garden is surrounding him, it needs to be that way. But then now I'm seeing a tree being cut down. And when trees are cut down around me, I get very triggered. Like, it really fucks with my energy, my spirit. I get so upset. I really can't explain it, but it's just, I don't like that shit. But I'm seeing that. But just know that you don't, whatever this experience is, you don't have to suffer in silence. But at the same time, use discernment with who knows your business. But there's something about the heart, okay? And coming together, the stethoscope is a damn heart, okay? And fucking clarity, I believe the hand is over the heart, a pledge of motherfucking allegiance, okay? And the embrace, you see this heart right here with the damn roots? Your heart has had enough. That's about to be your title. And then with this share the love, okay, it don't even want to break open and give no more love. It has had enough. Something is enough. And with moving on, there's no more success and growth. Enough is enough. But then you do have focus on the bottom, winter, and then underneath focus you have fulfillment. So I don't know what it is, but you're going to be very satisfied about some shit, okay, in the coming months. You're going to be very proud of your achievements, very proud of your accomplishments. And this is something you do alone. Your work could definitely be speaking for itself. I don't know, but there is just moments of being proud. I'm seeing the proud family. If you are a Pisces that is estranged, that may not be for much longer, honey. Okay, I don't know. Baby, God may have taught some people some lessons throughout the distance. We don't know. But you'll see. That could be connected to that random ass fucking communication. I don't know. But fine balance is still in damn reverse. Okay? Why? Observe 12, your energy. Yeah, you need to pay attention. Darkest fears, 9 September. What you scared of? Then you have spread your wings. There's a risk that you're scared to take, but whatever this risk is, you will be happy, but it's gonna take some time. And you have just breathe. Look, honey, the 4s and the 5s. You have just breathe, 4, relax. It is okay. And then 5, change your focus. Stop fucking stressing, okay? Period. I don't know, maybe the 4th and the 5th will be highlighted days, but the 5s and the 4s and the 4s and the 5s are loud as fuck, okay? Some of y'all could get up at a 45-minute hour, like 4:45, 5:45, 3:45, I don't know, okay? But the 45, somebody could be turning 45 years old, 54, I don't know. But the 4s and the 5s, or those could just be numbers you're seeing a lot. So 4 is the Emperor, which we saw. The Empress is 3. 3 kept coming up for you as well. But 5 is the Hierophant, so there's a new commitment. But it also feels like a deepening of a belief. But with darkest fears as well, and observe, you could be, especially if this is a spiritual shift, this could be a period of confusion, okay? And when this comes up, it always connects connects me back to the time when I was transitioning out of the Pentecostal belief system into my current belief system. Honey, I was so confused on who, what, when, where God was, okay? And I could not speak God, okay? Baby, today, I will God all day, okay? But there was a time when I was confused, okay? But if you are someone that is experiencing that in September, there is someone that you can connect with that can assist you with that. But you have to be open to receiving the information as well. I'm also getting be open to your intuition. Your intuition is going to guide you to certain risks. Don't take that for granted. Yeah. All right, let's close with the Sacred Forest Spirit Oracle Animal. Yeah. But no, this is the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Final message for Pisces, please. I hear number 1 by Nelly. That's Nelly? Yeah. Maybe you should listen to that. I don't know what Nelly is. But 2 Chainz. When was 2 Chainz' birthday? The 12 Pits. Hold on. You had a lot of dates. Let me see. Oh, his birthday is November 2nd. The Day of the Dead has been... Wow! I know someone's birthday on that day too, but still. Today has been loud. Okay? Today and throughout the readings. Final message for Pisces, please. Thank you. You have Truth, the Raven Spirit, but that's not your card. Your card is the Phoenix. Oh, transmutation. Patience did peek out as well, but you are in the energy of the Phoenix. Look up the energy of the Phoenix. But the transmutation and transformation, rising above the ashes or the Phoenix rising. You're very powerful, Pisces. You may, I don't know what you know of this, but it's whatever I'm talking about. It's not power in the way that you think you have power. Yeah, it's not that. Something else. But I'm gonna leave you there for now. Your power could scare you too, but just relax and flow and observe. Okay, that's all I got. I love you. Bye. See you Saturday.